Hi everyone. So in this video session, I'm just going to solve one question from analog circuit. As you can see in the thumbnail, I will be taking a question from full wave rectifier, and the type is center tapped. You have to find just a number of turns. Okay. So let me show you the question here. This question was asked in GATE 2024. In the circuit shown, the n is to 1 step down transformer and the diode are ideal. Okay, the diodes have no voltage drop in forward bias. Okay, forward bias condition. If the input voltage in volt, okay, is given this, okay, 10 sine omega t, and the average value of the load voltage VLT in volt is given as 2.5 by pi, the value of n is right. So this question is MCQ question and only one option is gonna be correct. Okay, so how simple this question was. Okay, and this question was for 1 mark only, right? Now many students get confused with this, how to find this, the number of tons n. Okay, n value you have to find, and options are given like 4, 8, 12 and 16. So first of all, as this is a center tapped, full wave rectifier. Okay, center tap type. Okay, so you can see here, as long as you are applying this input here, right? So what will be the drop across this these okay, this secondary binding, you can say, right? So the drop is going to be basically here. Remember that. Let's say the Vs is going to be Vp sine omega t. Okay, you should know that the drop across this is going to be 2, you can say that Vp by 2n and Vp by 2n. Okay, that is very important to keep in mind. Okay, Vp by 2n and Vp by 2n. Understand? Let's say if n is half, okay, so the equal amount of voltage is going to be there. Okay, so Vp by 2n and Vp by 2n. So if you take total, so that will be Vp by n. Okay, Vp by n. Understand? So half Vp by n will be here, half Vp by n will be here. Okay, and let's say that n is 1 by 2, then you can say that, what you can say here, if n is 1 by 2, or you can say that 0.5. Okay, then this Vp by 2 times 1 by 2, which is nothing but Vp only. Okay, please remember this point. Okay, in most of the reference book you will find that they have mentioned like this 1:2 ratio. Why they have mentioned like this? So that you will get directly here the maximum voltage that you are applying, okay, in half of the secondary binding and upper half and the bottom half as well. ठीक है, ये पॉइंट आपको याद रखना है. मेरा कहने का मतलब है कि लेट्स से दैट आपके पास ये प्राइमरी बाइंडिंग है and this is the secondary binding. Okay, and you're doing center tap. Okay, center tapping is done. Understand? Center tapping has been done here. Okay, plus minus, this is load RL. Okay, so what you have done here is center tapping has been done here, right? So let's say we are applying here Vm sine omega t. In your classroom, most of the time, what they, or in reference book, if you look at reference book, so you will find 1:2 ratio. So we are directly write here as this is nothing but Vm and this is nothing but Vm. Okay, but we can't have 2 Vm total because of this ratio. Tons ratio is given, that is 1:2. That's why we are writing Vm and Vm. And if someone is going to ask you V average, that is going to be 2 Vm by pi. That is DC voltage or average voltage across this load. Okay, so if someone is going to ask what is the value of n in this case, if 1:2 is given, so you can say that n is going to be 0.5 in this case. Okay, n is going to be 0.5. But let's say that you have been given this question, right? Let me take this question again, and we have to find n value. So understand properly. Okay, many students get confused. ठीक है, तो अब आपको डाउट नहीं आएगा. Let's say that this is given as 10 sine omega t, right? It is given in the question itself. So this will be nothing but what, 10 by 2n, right? 2n plus minus here. The drop here is 10 by 2n. Okay. So what is the average? Average is going to be, that is nothing but 2 times of the maximum, maximum voltage in the upper half is going to be what, 10 by 2n, okay, upon 10 by 2n upon what, pi. I hope this makes sense, and which is given as 2.5 by pi in the question. This is given in the question, right? So what you have to find here is, you have to find the value of n here. So I think anybody can solve now. So pi gone, 2 gone, right? And you have to just find n, which is nothing but 10 by 2.5, which is 100 by 25, which is 4. So the answer for this question is what? Answer for this question is going to be 4, right? So what are the learning that we have to keep in mind? Okay, whenever you will be studying this full wave rectifier, okay, particularly the center tapped rectifier, okay, so you have to keep in mind that in different textbook, based on the turns ratio n is to 1, right, or 1 is to 2, whatever is given, right, you have to manage this. But in general, keep in mind n is to 1, okay, that is vp is nothing but here the maximum voltage that you are getting from the input, okay, that is AC voltage, okay. So Vp by 2n and Vp by 2n, okay. So in upper half of the secondary binding is Vp by 2n, and lower half is going to be Vp by 2n, okay. So if you remember like this, you will never make mistake. Okay. Let me tell you, let's say we have got this kind of situation. मान लो तुम्हारे पास ऐसा है. Let's say that this is Vp sine omega t. Okay. You can try it differently. If you have got like this RL, okay, plus minus. Let's say it is given as 1:3. So if someone is going to ask you what is the value of Vp, what is the value of V average? Can someone find out V average? In this case, so V average is going to be what? V average will be what in terms of Vp and all. So first of all, you need to determine this. ठीक है, आपको ये determine करना है. What is this, right? So you can consider this as n is to 1. That is nothing but 1 by 3 is to 1. ठीक है. So this will be what? This is nothing but Vp by 2 times 1 by 3. Okay. Vp by 2 times 1 by 3. Okay. So if you resolve this, I mean if you manipulate this, so 3 Vp by 2. 3 Vp by 2, 3 Vp by 2. Okay. 3 Vp by 2, 3 Vp by 2. That will be you can say 6 Vp by 2 total. Understood? And then you can cancel out. So that will be 3 Vp. Okay. I hope this makes sense. Okay. So here it will be nothing but 2 times of 3 Vp by 2 by pi. So you just cancel this. So this becomes 3 Vp by pi. I hope this makes sense. Okay. So according to the turns ratio, you can decide. So in this question, they asked you to find out, and it was very simple question, right? Anybody can solve. I hope you might have enjoyed. We will meet in the next session. Thank you.